Buddy. Morning, everybody. Morning here in Australia. It is a Sunday. What's going on? How you been? I realize this is the first time I've gone live on YouTube in the last month or so. Sorry about that. My bad. But if you were watching over at Twitch, I did open up a couple ETBs and a 151 UPC a couple days ago. So that was pretty cool. And I was supposed to upload that VOD to the okJLUV streams channel. Didn't do that. Didn't do that. What's going on? How you been? How you been? Yeah, nah, mate. Feel like it's been a while. Otto, thank you for the 21 months. You're a legend. Thank you for 21 months of Sensei. Too kind, man. What are you doing up? It's a bit late for you, isn't it? Beanie, how you going? Emperor Pikachu, what's happening, man? Yamari, how you been, Yamari? You good? Pseudo Zora, what's good? Welcome back. Thank you, man. Deca, what's happening, Deca? What'd you think of my Zoro? What'd you give my Zoro out of 10, Deca? June, I don't have a prime. All good, bro. Forgiven. Forgiven. Hector, hey, man. Welcome to Hector, senpai. Thank you very much. What's happening, dude? Exactly. Still peak. That's top 5 moment. Are you up to date, dude? We better not spoil. Sorry. One Piece 1097. Sorry, we won't spoil. No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. Scyther Steve, how you going? What's happening? Welcome to Senpai Hector. You know I don't know how to talk. You know I'm stupid. I got me a Mala SR and an SAR, so I'm good. Clean, man. Fire deck's looking pretty good. I feel like they just need like 1 or 2 more cards to be really powerful. They're almost there. There's like Skeledirge EX is a decent deck to run, the Terra one. Mel is pretty decent. There's like a lot of fire support cards. Still got Shiny Charizard. The Radiant Charizard, sorry. Which is just like all around a decent card. Hector's Rise Up. Daniel, I'm going to a card show next weekend. What product or modern singles should I pick up? Oh man, there's just so many cards to choose from. For what reason? Perchance. SB, what's happening, man? Get some dinner? That's cool, dude. What are you getting? What are you eating? How am I? I am good, dude. I'm good. I am a little bit... I'm at like a weird like point at the moment where like I'm not nervous, but I am. I got LAIC coming up, so I'm just sort of planning my life around that. I leave in like 8-9 days, which is pretty cool. But I'm excited. I get to play Pokemon. Got a bit to do before I leave, but I'm not going to be gone for long. And I got Brisbane Regionals the weekend after, so 2 big tournaments happening. Are you doing No Shave November? In Australia, we call that Movember. You grow a mustache. I don't think I'm doing that. Saturday, good morning or good evening, because I know you're in the UK. Hey, man. Somebody said the TCG is a joke at this point. That's a very provocative statement, Ant. You're just trying to stir the pot. I feel like you do that a lot. Nah, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty fun. Brewer, what's going on, Brewer? Hey, man. What's the point of opening Paradox Rift booster boxes if singles are so cheap? I don't know. What's the point of doing anything? What's the point? What's the point of doing anything? Why do we have this? Why is... Whatever. What do you mean, what's the point? You have fun. This is something to do. You're on this planet for a finite amount of time. If you want to spend your time opening packs of Pokemon cards because you find that fun, do it. Whether they're worth money or not, doesn't matter. Shouldn't impact that. No uploading November. I am doing no... I think I did no... No, I'm not doing no uploading November. I got 2 uploads worked sorted out for this month. So a video I started in September should come out in November. And then I'm going to upload a Rift opening tomorrow or the day after. Next 2 days. Yeah, I saw. So the DLC comes out on the 14th, which is pretty cool. I still haven't finished Scarlet Violet, the game. So I am probably... When I get back from Brisbane, I think I'm just going to smash Scarlet Violet base. And then I'm going to do the teal Is it the teal mask? That's the first DLC. I want to catch up, and then I'm gonna do this second. I'll do this DLC that drops on the 14th. I'm tired of missing the DLC cycles for the games. It's actually kind of annoying because people that play the game and stream it seem to have a lot of fun. Like Pokemon content creators that focus on VGC seem to have an awful lot of fun whenever the DLC drops. And when you're not playing it and you come to it late, you miss out on that vibe. Whether it's good or not, whether like it's a good vibe or a bad vibe, you miss the vibe. I'm tired of missing the vibe. So I'm gonna catch up. I'm just gonna like do like 2-3 days of straight streaming, finish Scarlet Violet base and the DLC, get up to date, and then be ready for the 14th for the DLC. What was I wrong about? Did you guys see it? I can't really show it because I generally just don't show leaks. I do talk about them though. It's the same thing. Does it even matter? Did you guys see the thing? Have you seen the thing? You seen the thing? You know the thing? Have you seen it? YouTube streamer now. I'm dipping between the two. So I kind of like, I went live at Twitch just because I kind of missed that a little bit. You know, I'm still going live here. I'll probably start dual streaming at some point when I get back from Brisbane Regionals. Thank you again, Otto. You're a legend, dude. People are like, what were you wrong about? What were you wrong about? Yeah, there's a couple of leaks floating around. There's a Charizard EX special art that's a shiny. And then there's a Mew EX special art that's a shiny as well. And I was like, they're not gonna do it in Shiny Treasure EX. If you don't know what Shiny Treasure EX is, that's the new high class set that comes out start of December in Japan. The one that's got that shiny it's just word sandwich at this point. Shiny Charizard, shiny Terra Charizard EX, right? The one that's just a recolor. There's a unique illustration that's supposedly by Akira Egawa. And I said they weren't gonna do it. I said it was unlikely. Did I definitively say they wouldn't do it? Anyway, well, they're doing it. That's it. It looks like it's a leak. People are like, how can we confirm whether it's fake or real? I feel like with Pokemon cards, almost always when it's a leak, it's real. Like it's never been wrong. I can't remember the last time it was wrong. How am I doing this season for invite, Hamzy? I think I'm at like 92 out of 300. I'm not really thinking about it. Goal this season is regional wins. Strong, like top 8s, cuts, and then wins. I just want dubs. All I can think about is dubs. So dubs happen, invite happens. The rest takes care of itself. We've got LEIC in 2 weeks, and then Brisbane the week after that, and then Melbourne regionals in February. Depending on how spicy I'm feeling, I might go to EUIC or NAIC. I don't know yet. That's a bit far in the future. But I'm chasing dubs. Don't beat myself up. I'm really not. The leaks look cool. I would have been completely disinterested with no shiny SIRs in the set. I feel like even with the shiny SIRs, like I'm still kind of not feeling it. I don't know. I'm not feeling like I said generally there's no buzz and hype around it. I've got no buzz and hype around it. Like I'm not hyped. I'm just not hyped on this. I don't know. Maybe I'm burnt out. I'm just not hyped for it. It's just not, you know what I mean? This is cool. I'm quite enjoying this set. Paradox Rift. We should open this up. I'm gonna sound like such a shill. What's going on, Robsy? Hey, Beamer. So yeah, Brizzy, excellent, excellent. Gonna stick on Lost Box? Probably not, dude. Deck seems dead in the water. We need JLove to rip and ship out shiny treasures. I don't think I'll ever rip and ship. I can't imagine anything more soulless. I'm sorry. I can't imagine it. I would die. I think I would last like 6 to 10 hours before I like completely just tapped out. I'm quite enjoying this set. I think this is pretty cool. So, Paradox Rift. Hard to find a fault in it. I haven't really spoken to you guys about this though. What do you reckon? How are we feeling about Rift? What's the general vibe? What's the vibe on Rift? Because it's out now, which is cool. SV for best set so far until Shiny Treasure. Between this and Palday Evolved, it's right up there. Like, those two are pretty solid. Yeah, I ripped out the special playmat today as well. Great art and it's playable? Correct. SARs go hard. The SARs go insane in this. Absolutely horrible set. Just such a cold, freezing cold day. Absolutely shocking. I'm sorry, dude, but it's just such a bad day. Like, if you're gonna say absolutely horrible set, you gotta expand. Hector expanded somewhat. Great art and it's playable. That's it. 2 dubs. I'm enjoying the new set, so shiny treasures can just not be a thing. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Open a booster box today. Pull rates are tougher, but lots of cool meta game changes. I felt like the pull rates were still the same. It was like you're getting like 9 to 12 cards. It feels like 1 in 3 hits are EX or Art Rare Beyond, right? The set lacks waifus. It has weak waifus. It has Professor Sada's Vitality and Tulip. This is the problem. If you don't play the game, then you have no connection to the waifu or the trainer cards. So like, no matter what, you're never gonna like them. You know what I mean? If you've never, have you played the game? I shouldn't assume. Have you played SV? Like, have you played it? Would I ever do rip and ship for us Aussies? I don't know, man. Maybe it's like a special one-off. I just don't think it could become my personality trait. You played it and you still weren't satisfied. But I don't get it. What do you want? Like, what? We're very entitled. We're very entitled now. You beat Violet game and first DLC and you're still not satisfied. You got Tulip and Sada, and there's 2 of each of them, so there's at least 4. Would you be more interested in the waifu card if the Japanese version of it was worth like 60,000 yen? Would it then constitute as a chase? What's going on, Henrique? Hey, B-man. Welcome to the stream. First stream. Welcome, dude. A lot of arguing in this stream. A lot of chatting. Yeah, wait. This set's got Parasol Lady as well. What? Son of a Merc, it's got plenty beautiful ladies. I mean, the tulips are pretty sick. I'm referring to the design of wipe. Again, tulips got a cool design. What? I don't know. I mean, taste is subjective, so. I don't like the art. I mean, wait, what? They're both of them are illustrated by, there's Naoki Saito illustrations in this set for trainer cards. What? It's ticking all the boxes. My Rika alt art is worth $2. That's just English right now. If you're opening English trying to find value, you're gonna just be super disappointed. Peace out, side of me. Get back to work. No stress, dude. Thanks for coming down. Enjoy the rest of your day. Special thank you to the Pokemon Company International for sending out this box to us. So this is a gift from TPCI. You guys are legends. Thank you very much. So I get to share it with you because of that. Thank you again. Am I playing to open Ancient Raw and Future Flash? I'm kind of on my no Japanese pack opening 2023 Vemba arc right now. I didn't buy any, so probably not. I'm just buying. I'm exclusively buying singles right now. It's ridiculous. The Japanese singles are really, really cheap as well. Only like 120 for both, so you can get each for 60 USD. That's pretty decent. Just a little bit more than retail. Creepy and Wet, thanks for coming down to the stream. Good to have you here. All right. Phoebus. I quite like this card. So I'm just wrapping up the Paradox Rift opening video that I did. I spent a lot of time talking about the commons and uncommons as usual. I feel like as a whole, this set is really good. Like, this is probably one of the few English sets that I'd master this set. All the Pansage Evos got really solid illustrations. I like the Crowbar. Roark is such a random addition in this set. This is the one trainer that is just out of place. What commons will you collect here? They're all pretty decent. This is a nice card. I put this on my Instagram story, actually. Espathra. And Genpao. What's going on, Function? There you go. Did I say a lot of creepy and wet? I'm sorry. My brain's still half off. I only woke up like an hour and a bit ago. Yeah, Norman. Yeah, Norman is a bit of a weird addition as well. Roark is just so random. Someone's gonna know the answer to why Roark has got a card in this set. I pulled too many SATA SRs and SARs that I was just rolling on mummy. You're so lucky. Did you get a playset? I didn't find one. I found 2 Tulip. This is a nice Paragon. Tiger Kayama is the artist that drew the Chansey. Screamtail, this is probably my favorite card from the set. Sick illustration. This is a good card. TM Devo. It de-evolves 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. That's pretty strong. This is good, actually. I need another Xatu. Clairvoyant Sense lets you attach a basic energy from your hand to one of your bench, and if you do that, you get to draw 2 cards. So you get to accelerate energy. Galissapod EX can definitively say just an EX that I would rather be something else, but beggars can't be choosers. What does this do? It's got an energy from this Pokemon. If you do, switch with one of your benched. Yep. And it's a stage 1. I went to a league challenge and got 3-2. That's decent, When's your first cup? Because I know you've been pretty into playing at the moment. I think I'm going to move everything off screen today so that it doesn't get clogged up. Because this becomes a mess very quickly. And I'm also think I'm going to sort my cards as I go. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Because sorting cards is super time consuming. Do you guys want code cards? Code cards? There you go. I know there's someone definitely sniping on these. Is Goldengo good in the TCG? It's play it. Like, you can definitely play it. It will function as a deck that can potentially beat tier 1 decks. How good it'll be, I don't know, really. I don't think it's going to keep up with stuff like Roaring Moon. Okay, I've got a system here. Did I see the final attack on Titan episode? What did I think? I don't think that comes out for another hour. I am going to watch that in a little bit. I think they're trying to release cards of every gym leader that don't have cards yet, like Falcon in the previous set. Fair. I feel like they couldn't they do like something like a concept pack if they wanted to do that? That would make a lot of money. It was like if it was like a trainer focused concept pack, and it just had like ridiculous amount of SRs and special illustration rares of trainers. It wasn't like a focus on Pokemon. I feel like that would go crazy hard. Deoxys and Latios. You know what I mean? Like it would be objectively would be a cash grab, but that's fine. We're okay with that. Why doesn't Callum have a full art? These are the questions that need answers, dude. I feel like concept packs need to come back. They're just cool. They're just an easy way to do something like that. Do you think that eBay will be a good place to buy the shiny set? As long as you buy it from a seller that's got a lot of feedback, I feel like you'd be okay. The Blade. Miltank. It's a funny Wimpod. I don't think I've seen that card. That's a common. I've opened like 70 packs of this set so far. So. Plusle, Dondozo, Chantel, Garbodor. This Garbodor is... It looks like it's flipping you off. Every time I see it, I just think it's flipping me off. Could play that in a deck, actually. Zubat. Evil. What were you wrong about, and why is your title screaming at me? Shiny Treasure EX not having special illustration shinies. This is too much. It's just too many words at this point. It's just word sandwich. This soundtrack is so sleepy. I'm not feeling this one. This one's killing me. I'm gonna put an absolute classic. I'm putting a classic, a heater on. Yeah, this is a heater. What am I looking for in this set again? I would love to just see either Iron Valiant or Roaring Moon SAR. I mean, those are the clear normie chasers, but I want to see them. I think they're sick cards. Flipbug, Fuecoco. I want another one of those. TM Turbo Energize. For those of you who don't know, I will go through this because why not? You attach this as a tool to your Pokemon. Any Pokemon can use this, attack them. Then you attach an energy, and then you can energize Pokemon on your bench. Yes, only bench Pokemon. You can grab 2 energy from your deck and put them on your bench Pokemon anywhere you like. So it's a good setup card if you get it going second on your first turn. Handy. Blindside, this one's not as good. 100 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. And it needs 3 energy. Not that good. Bella! Hey, there we go. This is a cool card. Illustrated by Rika. That's nice. They're always so cool. That is one of the hits, as the cool kids say. Alright, there's nothing else in there. Cool. Yeah, these are nice. They made the cards better, and they gave us more chase cards in Scarlet Violet block, and people became less interested in collecting them. You can use this card only if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your op's last turn. Attach a basic fire energy from your discard to one of your Pokemon, and if you do, draw until you have 6 in your hand. It's a decent supporter. Like I was saying earlier, I feel like fire type decks are just a few cards off being pretty solid, like pure fire type. Although Skulldurge EX isn't a fire type, it's metal. Fire's getting support. It's getting support. Why not in Zard? You can play it in Zard. You can play it in Zard. Because it doesn't have to go to a fire type Pokemon. She's named Melico in French. Do I have thoughts I'd like to share about this card at all? Yes, I do. It's kind of sus. This is going in my sus category. Because the whole waifu thing is getting, I don't know, like, this is just, I don't know. Just don't call that a waifu card and we're cool. Just don't call that, just do not call that a waifu card and we're cool. It's a talk hole card. Alright, nothing cool there. How do you say this? Okay, how do you say this Pokemon's name? How do you say this? How do you say that? How do you say this? Velutza? Veluza? Velutza? Velutha? I feel like it's Velutha. Nah, I feel like it's got to be Velutha. It's Spanish. I don't speak any Spanish. I said I wasn't going to keep any hits on the screen, and then I started putting hits on the screen. Idiot. Silver borders are huge. Yes, agree. Agree. I'm with you. Do I think the leaks are real or not? Yeah, I think they're real. When are they not real is the question that answers that. Do you feel me? When are they not real? Cool Spinder. Fugada. TM Evo. Good card. See that in Arvangardie. Good card. Slitherwing. Still haven't seen a Brute Bonnet, but I've seen about... Oh, there we go. Cool. Thank you. I've seen about 15 Slitherwings. All right, Brute Bonnet. Reverse. This is cool. This is going to see a lot of play in Roaring Moon EX. It'd be cool if it had 130 HP, but it doesn't. Oh, wait, but when you put the booster on, it's fine against Iron Hands. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has an ancient booster energy capsule attached, which we'll probably see in a little bit, you may make both active Pokemon poison. But the ancient booster energy capsule actually restores your status condition, clears it, because it makes you immune to special conditions. So then you're not poisoned anymore. Good card. Counter Catcher, good card. It's like Boss's Orders. You can only play it when you're winning prizes. Sandy Shucks EX, not bad. I like the ancient Pokemon. Really wanted to be an Iron Valiant. Wasn't sure for the new, but the Zard from Ergo kind of confirmed it. Yeah, someone made a pretty good point in the Discord. Discord.gg/okJLUV if you're not in that. It would be hard to go, like, a lot of effort to fake Akira Egawa's art style to create a fake card. Did I see the Arven Zard from the Japan Elite 4 tournament? No, I was meant to look at that this morning. I was thinking I need to test Arven's against Arven Zard, because that's probably one archetype I just... You know, I just don't know what's... I know what's going on, but I just don't know what's going on. You know, I don't know how to solve the puzzle. I hate playing against Zards. How is the Rift testing going so far? It's alright. I probably could be working harder, to be honest. TBH. Show me the Mela. Kaiga, thank you for 13 months. Ohio gozaimasu. You still in Japan? Pretty good. Would prefer it if it was Sada's Vitality, but beggars can't be choosers. Ah, it plays a Toad Scroll. That's pretty cool. Is that the it's not the EX Toad Scroll. Is that just the uncommon one? Is the Toad Scroll from this set? How's the quality control, Hector? It's alright. Like, let's look at that. Alright, I'm gonna build Arvenzard after stream and play it. It's fine, like it's a little bit bottom heavy. A little bit of whitening up in the top right. I would never grade this card. I would never grade an English card released after like 2018. What is the best SV deck in my opinion? Ooh, tough question. I don't know, man. Tough question. Roaring Moon's pretty good. The best SV deck. Probably just God of War. Oh, but like... You know what? Honestly, it's Lugia. That thing just does not go away. Minior. I reckon it's Lugia. This is so good. All the Pansage Uses are so good. Zebstrika. Gligar. Loudred. This card's sick. Art rep. This is really cool. That just screams Loudred. You know what I mean? Like, it is loud. The illustration is loud. It's explosive. Jet Set Radio Future vibes from that too. That's cool. Very cool card. If this was like a playable, awesome. That's what makes the Brute Bonnet AR so good. Because Brute Bonnet's playable and the AI is just wicked. And Iron Jungulus. Yeah, this is really nice. We haven't had a fat trainer in a while. Tired of the twigs. Okay. Peace out, Gygus. Didn't you grade those shiny VMAX art? No, I didn't grade them. I'm glad I didn't, because that would have been a waste of time and money, I think. I don't know, just grading just doesn't tick the box for me, you know? I'm trying to imagine a JP play with a playset of Iona SAR. They exist. They well and truly exist. Toad School. Vanilla. TCG focusing too much on players and less on collectors these sets. What? The sets have never been better. Like, objectively, the best time to be a collector is right now. The sets have never been better. He's trolling. But I know there are people that think like this out there. Steelix. This is a cool illustration, by the way. Paul Suzuki. New artist. If this artist ever gets a special illustration rare or an alternate art, it's going to look wicked. It's a clean as Steelix. One Piece. That's one game that I really want to get into, and I just cannot commit the time to right now. Maybe after, I reckon after LAIC. Although I say that about everything. I always say that. After every IC or regional, when I get back from Europe, when I get back from America, when I get back from Worlds, doesn't happen. Snow Run. On Edge. They gave us more rarity types. More rares than ever before. More ways to find them, and people are still saying it stinks. Techno Radar. Counter Casher has been a good pack. Slitherwing. I feel like I have 17,000 of those. Jesus. Whismur. Low Kicks. Don't like that mon. It's a bad mon. Not every mon is good. Not every card is good. This is one of those. Hate this thing. Hate this thing. All this traveling makes you sound posh. I know, right? I mean, all the traveling was just going to hotel rooms and convention centers to play Pokemon. So there's only like one true holiday I had there, which was Italy with my dad. That was fun. Cursed Duster or Beetle. Don't like this one. Don't like this card. Yamask. Vanillite. Veltel. Yeah, it's like some people want the packs to have less hits so that the cards are worth more. So that it feels worse when you buy and open packs. What? What? So you want to have a worse time so the card's worth like maybe another $20 or $30. What? Less means more? What? Come to Portugal? Sorry, don't think I can. Not in the cards. Sorry, man. Not to. Maybe one day. Rememorate. Feel like that'll be a place my girlfriend would want to travel to for like a proper holiday. Not to play Pokemon. Boosts Energy Capsule. Good card. That's what I was talking about before, that you would play with Brute Bonnet. Where'd I go in Italy? I was in Rome. I went to Calabria. I went to Venice for a day. Venice was pretty like... Venice is a nice city, but it was just like very touristy. That's fine. It's cool to see it. Florence was my favorite place in Italy, like of the big cities. Calabria was my favorite place to be. It's like Lazar. And I played in a cup in the turbo. That was pretty cool too. That was a good time. Minun. Ironma. Alright, so we've got a little bit cold here. It happens, guys. These things happen. These are the hits so far. I really hope this doesn't mean that I won't get like a Roaring Moon EX. I really want to see that SIR. Kind of tempted to buy. I would buy more packs of this set to try and get that card, and that very rarely happens for me with English sets. Which sounds silly, but it just does. Like, I just never feel incentivized to keep opening English packs. Leroy, what's good? Yeah, you know, it is a bit of I can't gamble with Pokemon anymore. It is like, it's like, why would I like roll the dice when I can just buy the exact card I want and then be done with it? Even as someone who's fortunate enough to be in this position, creating content, streaming, having people come watch me open packs, where I can like benefit from opening packs beyond just finding a hit, because it's like an opportunity to stream, or I can make a video out of it. Even as someone who's lucky enough to do that, I still don't want to do it. It just still feels like a poor use of time and money. Like every now and then, I would like I said, I might like is a plant like Alga's is terrible because they are always 180. Yeah, so I saw somebody saying like, oh, I'm waiting for the Pokemon Center to restock booster boxes so I can get a box of Paradox Rare. But last I saw, that's like the most expensive place to get a booster box. Like I'm saying, Ant, you buy a booster box for fun, knowing that it's not going to be worth your money value-wise for the cards. You have to just go into buying these things knowing that you're not going to make money. You're probably going to lose money, but you're going to get entertainment. This is a do you understand this concept? Like, when you go on a roller coaster, do you actually get anything tangible? No. You pay like 50, like you go to like an amusement park, spend all this money. When the day's over, you don't go home and put your memory of the roller coaster on the kitchen shelf and then look at it and be like, yeah, what's that? Next to your PS5. Oh, it's the time I went to the roller. No, it's in here. It's a memory. It's joy, sadness, fear, entertainment. Like, that's what you're spending the money on. You understand? The rest is just extra. This is extra. This is actually the extra bit. No, dude. This is crazy. I feel like I'm going insane. Dotler. I know it's just one guy. I know I'm getting one guide right now. This is just Ant. He could very well make a personality about this. Like a channel, a career out of this. He's being a heel. This is technically the first Pokemon illustrated by Ayumi Odashima. They normally draw like Tool Stadium cards. Technically they drew a Snorlax, although it's just Snorlax doll. Fun fact for you. Tingles. Simisage. Palk. The rares in this set are very underwhelming. It's like Palkia, Wo-Chien. They feel very like... Although, wait, did I overlook this Kingdra? This Kingdra's elite. This is probably the best rare from the set. Diamond Pearl era card vibes from this. Like Diamond Pearl, Black and White. This is elite. This is probably the best rare from the set. I did see that. That's why I was saying I was wrong. Dan, I saw that leak. It's most likely real because when are the leaks ever fake? Maybe Ant can't feel and that's why they don't understand. Maybe. We shouldn't make fun of that. Insensitive. During the Steelix is better than the Kingdra? Yeah, they're right up there. They're both up there. Personally, I think the Mew SAI is fake. Really? When are they ever fake? I'm just very quickly going through semi-playables from this set, so I don't have to do this later. On Edge. So you might play like the Doublade deck because Honedge Doublade Iga Slash because EX and V Pokemon can't knock it out, which is kind of funny. Would I take that to an IC? Probably not. You can play Natu Zatu Engine, that's decent. Trubbish Garbodor could be a thing. Drachi Sableye counter. Alright. And still talking to himself. I'm paid by okJLUV to keep the chat alive. Probably. Pampor. Blitzel. Wicked Shinji Kanda card. Bounce Sweet. Screamtail. Stars Vitality. Want to see another one of those. Nice. Energy Acceleration and Draw. Love to see that. Iron Bundle. Crustle. Steelix. There's a pretty decent character art of Sada. Wait, character art? Do you mean the SIR? Man, I legitimately... Why don't they just put words like they do in Japan? They should just... In the bottom corner, they should just put a word and say, this is what it is. Like, when you look at a Japanese card, it says SR. That's it. None of this symbols crap. Nobody knows what the symbols mean. I do not know what this symbol means. Like, what does this symbol... What does the symbol mean? 2 stars. Okay. Is that ultra or double rare? What does it mean? This is the same symbol, but it's gold. What does it mean? Oh, the symbol rarity system stinks. Just put a word. Put 2 letters. This is a random bundle of cards. What was he cooking? Oofa. This is a random bundle of cards. What was he cooking? It's got an FX ball. You're just used to the Japanese system. Kids these days rolls with stars. Can you do more random bundle of cards videos? Maybe. JLUV, always promising, never delivering. Parasol Lady. Porygon 2. Why do I feel like I'm losing my voice? Octillery. Steenie. That looked like Steenie's got an ass. It's like you cover that bit. Holy shit, yeah. That is level 4 gat. I reckon I could look at that and laugh for 10 minutes straight. Oh man, that's good. Simi Paul. What's going on, Enzo? How you going? Toxicity. Not a good card. Not a good card. Oh man, that you cannot unsee that. You actually cannot unsee that. A little awkward. You know, that's what I'm saying. Twitch chat would be all over that. YouTube chat's just like, what? My word, I've never seen such degeneracy in my time. Get back to the hits. What? Not to. Hey, go Max. What is a peepo? I know, right? That's a what's a peepo moment for sure. Techno Radar. I love when that happens. Knackly. Iga Slash. Yeah, prevent all damage onto this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's EX and V. It's pretty funny. Just straight up blocks them. What is? I don't want to ask what that is. 1-1. I feel like that's bait. feel like I'm getting baited there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start dual streaming. I'm gonna put both chats on the screen because I know there's a plugin that does that, and we're gonna just let you guys figure it out. Maybe you'd be correct. Yep, I knew it. Don't worry, man. I've streamed before. Steenie is PP Foot Mewtwo all over again. I reckon Steenie's better than PP Foot Mewtwo. Pansage, Mentite, Gabite, Minun, Minior, Playable, Crocodile, Tulip, Seadra, Garbodor, Roaring X. No. Is this box done? Seeing as you guys were telling me the hit rates in these are not the greatest. Is this a done box? This is so far. Like, what's potentially left for us here? I feel like there's 4 hits left. So there's like one art rare left, maybe like 2 EX left. Okay. Maybe another IR and a few EXs. Kind of cool. You could get an audit. What? I'm gonna get audited? For what? Cool Porygon? Or a Courier? Toad School? Apparently decent. I have to dig out all my Toad School and Toad Scrolls. Golgeist. Totagiri. Mienfoo. Mantike. Zatu. Cool. I want to see another couple of those. I think I have all the Zatu I need now. I have 4. I was thinking any Earthen Vessel, which is really disappointing, but it happens. No Roaring Moon EX. Did you see that they nerfed the pull rates in this set? I just don't believe that they did. I just don't think that they did. You're still getting like 12 hits. I don't think they did. I don't think they did. I think that's a lie. I've had boxes where I only pull 1 SAR or 1 gold, and it's very interesting. Just the other day, I got 2 golds in 1 box. But hasn't it always been like? It's always been like that. When people opening up Evolving Skies boxes like en masse, getting absolutely nothing, getting full donuts. Sada, really need that to be an Earthen Vessel. Garbodor, there you go. There's our next art rare. This one's decent. I was saying this. Chuck's not a bad attack. Card is cool too. We'll take it. We'll take it. Man hasn't seen the spreadsheets yet. Oh, I haven't. Brute Bonnet. There we go. Got another one. I genuinely have not seen the spreadsheet videos. Should we head on over to Danny's channel later and check this out? Where are the Earthen Vessels? The hit rates are screwed. No Earthen Vessel in a whole box. These hit rates are terrible. Robbed. I have been robbed. Trade my Sada for the Garb? What? You don't want the Sada's Vitality? What's wrong with you, dude? Give me some Earthen Vessels, bruh. Rev was also wrong. They did not nerf the Rift. So wait, fill me in. So Rev said that they nerfed the set? Danny Phantom said they nerfed the set. Is this what's been said? Out of the 3 boxes I've opened, I haven't pulled an SAR yet. The only two I have are the Garchomp and the Altaria from my pre-release. They nerfed it. No hit in that pack. Set got nerfed. Set's got nerfed. Stop the press, man. It's a goddamn travesty. They nerfed our sets, man. You know what? Can't be disappointed if you never had expectations or hopes in the first place. That's how you guys gotta live your life. Trust me. Be way better. You'd be at peace. Like, I'm not disappointed by Rift because I didn't have expectations to begin with. Actually, I lie. My expectations were that I was probably gonna lose money if I bought it. So that means I'm instantly winning. Magby. It's all about your mindset. Devolution. No earthen vessel, man. Where are the earthen vessels at? How can a whole box not have an earthen vessel? Whole goddamn box cannot have an earthen vessel. Boxes on TCG Player are only 104. My LGS is selling for 144. I was asking a little bit about this before. I don't get why the pricing is so wildly, like the range is so high between 100 and 180 USD. It's wild. Kuro, but no earthen vessel. Inchao. Little. Wimpod. Golisopod. Boxes died. Out of 66 packs, I got 11 EX. Seems pretty good. 1 in 6. 4 full art. 3 art rare and 2 SIRs. That seems really good. What? That seems good. Yeah, we know this is random, right? We're not still... We know it's random. Whatever, man. You know what? This is the kind of thing that's gonna make me just like... dip from Pokemon cards altogether. Like the whole pack opening scene. Toad School. It's just the... You know what I mean? You know what it is? It's really boring. It's just a boring, like, thread of conversation. Like, the hit rates are bad. The hit rates are good. This is being nerfed. TBCI are ripping us off. Like, we know it's random. It's random. Like, you guys are trying to make sense out of nothing. Out of randomness. Pull rate videos don't mean anything. It's just... It's random. You'd need to open up every pack in the world and then make a spreadsheet to get like actual data numbers that you could use to prove or make a point. The sample size is just... It's ridiculous. It's like if I opened up like this box, right? There's no earthen vessel in it. And I'm like, earthen vessel is the hardest card to find because I opened up 36, but I'm 36 packs and I didn't find an earthen vessel. But maybe I just got like a weird box from the print fact. That was it. The factory just, that was a weird run where there was just no earthen vessel in it for a little while. What? Yeah, Jugulus is decent. But I don't know where I've been putting it. I just feel like I have 1,000 Jugulus. All right. He's cooking. Akuta's cooking. Keep the jugulars. Bro is stealing all my old takes. Is it interesting? Is it that interesting? I feel like there's more interesting things to talk about. I feel like there's more interesting things to talk about than hit rates. Like, hasn't the hit rate discussion just been like ran into the ground? Toad School, hey, we got one. Chi-Yu. I really should release the video I made talking about this topic. I'll do that before I leave. Guarantee we'll do that before I leave. I have a video coming up that focuses entirely on this topic. I actually sat down and like created like a coherent stance on this. When am I posting my NAI? There is no NAIC video, just so people don't expect one. There's no video from NAIC. NAIC was a failed experiment. Sorry, no NAIC. There's a lot of content from NAIC, but there's no video. Unless I get creative next year, we'll see. Aren't I just adding to the problem with the video like that? No, I think it actually is. I'm kind of cooking with that video. No earthen vessel. The hit rates are ridiculous in this set. No earthen vessel. Oh man, this has got to be one of the weaker playable boxes. Bombardier. Sad. Feels sad moment. No Roaring Mooney X. L. Surely we get one earthen vessel. Just one. I want co-stream on that. Bro. Little bro thinks he's gonna get on the stream. Little bro thinks he's gonna get on the stream. Okay. For Nakuta's sake, I'll read this. Fast carrier. Go first. You can use attack during your first turn. That's kind of cool. Search your deck for up to 3 basic. That's pretty cool. You can set up. You may put this Pokemon and all attached cards into your hand. Hey, that's... Oh, that would be good if it was an ability. Wicked. Wicked card. Yeah, good setup card. You have to like 2-row it up though. Or collapse it off the field. Prices, 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 hit rates, hit rates, hit rates. Just buy the card you want. Buy the master set, buy the card you want. Put it in a binder, forget about it for 10 years, then come back. If you're trying to make money on modern sets overnight, get a job. The end. That's it. You might not like that take, but that's the truth. If you're trying to like make Pokemon cards your side hustle by flipping them, modern cards, just get a job. You might not like that take. It's just a failed, it's not gonna happen. I'm not dissing you for like trying to like have a side hustle. I'm just dissing you for having a bad side hustle. There's another side hustle you can do. Like there's other side hustles. Just do it good. You know what? You got a side hustle? Good stuff. Keep it up. Pick a better one. This one's not that great. No earthen vessel. You know what? Instead of trying to pull earthen vessel, get a job, buy earthen vessel. Yeah? See? I can apply the same logic to myself. Instead of trying to pull it, get a job, buy it. Guys, hit the like on the stream, helps out the channel. True. Guys, hit the like on the stream, helps out the channel. True. See, I knew someone would say that. Oh, it's not that easy to get a job. Maybe so. But you can pick another hustle. I'm just saying, if you've got the money You might not like this take. If you've got the money to buy Pokemon cards and try and make that your side hustle and flip them, you've got the means to get a job or find another side hustle. Because to do that side hustle, you have to buy Pokemon cards, and Pokemon cards aren't cheap. Therefore, you're getting money from somewhere. Therefore, you probably have a job. So then you can do a different side hustle with the money that you're spending on the Pokemon cards. That's what I'm saying, man. No earthen vessel. Maybe playable in a timeline somewhere, but not one of the main ones I'm after here today. Cofagrigus. It's cool though. Kawaii. Nice card. It's a decent regular EX. Yeah, it's one of the better ones. I pulled the stupid coffin full art in. Yeah, that's a bit rough, isn't it? One. To be honest, I'm not seeing it either. But people are saying that this will one day have use. But I'm just... My brain's too small to see which deck is making benefit of this. Because the second this goes on the board with the cape, it becomes a target. It's useful with Snorlax stall. Is that because you can't hit... Oh, is that because you can't hit Snorlax block? Because you can't do damage to it? Snorlax. Gotta look up that deck. I know that deck is a thing. Snorlax block deck. Snorlax stall. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent's active Pokemon can't retreat. Wait, how do they knock them out? A 250 Pokemon that prevents retreat. But how do they knock... But they can knock the Snorlax out, can't they? Oh, that's right. You're bossing... Oh, my bad. You're bossing up something that they can't retreat. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, that's how my brain works. I get it. Yeah, but if they play, like, switch cards and stuff, like, you can ret. Yeah, no, there's counter... Oh, counter catch it too. You're bossing up... Whatever. I'll think about that later. Lipard. I just need to play against Snorlax stall, and then I'll learn my lesson. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. I remember this deck. Jacob Sparks, Josh Sparks played against me before EYC, and he played it to EYC too. Yeah, I know the one. It's the one that... Yeah, I know the one. It's kind of torture. Yeah, I know the deck. I remember it now. Yeah, it's back in Pog form. Let's go. We got two. All right. Box redeemed. Joltik. Jirachi. Volcanion. Yeah, so the deck... It's the one that gets rid of all your items, cards, mills your deck, just tortures you. I know the one. Ben has been playing it a lot. Remember Ben from Busted? We haven't caught up for a while. We've been busy boys. Ben is terrorizing the Melbourne scene with that card. Oh, that deck. It is definitely a option. Oh, we definitely got some playables there. Hey, is Pokemon TCG Live fixed? Is that working now? Alright, surely we got 2 packs. This is the second last pack. Surely we walk away with something. One last card. One last hit. Come on. An Iron Valiant. Nah. Getting smoked now. Proper smoked. Nah, I don't think I'll be playing Golden Go at all. No more Busted. We just haven't had the time. It's just been really difficult. Like I'm time poor. Ben is time poor during the week. It's looking like a January 2024 angle. TBH. Yeah, no Roaring or Valiant from this box. Bit sad. Or Iron Hands. I haven't seen an Iron Hands EX, like just a regular one in a while. Ooh, I think we got something in here. Nimble. Yama, Simisage, Absol, Norman, Pansear. Was this fun to open? Honest review on this box. Okay, honest review. No. This was a pretty ordinary box. But I know that's how it works. Not great EX cards. Potentially okay art rare. Nice card to look at. Not a good English hit, but a good Japanese hit. Not a good English hit, but a good Japanese hit. Not playable card. Cool looking card. Not really playable. Not playable. Not playable. Also looks rubbish. Decent card. Looks cool. Maybe playable one day. I mean, the highlights were these three. Those were the highlights. These three were the highlights. So those three were cool. This was cool. This was okay. These were just like whatever. Like these, you may be able to play Garchomp EX in a timeline, but these were just like, eh. Like, what am I doing with these? That was good. Like, as a player, this is a good set to open. No future boosts the energy capsule in this box, which was weird. Very weird. 2 Devos, a Sada, a Radar, 2 Sadas, 2 Doll, Energize, 2 Turo, 2 Booster, 3 Radar. This is definitely a player orientated set. 2 Zatus, 2 Group Honors is okay. Yeah, like 5. I'd say it's like a 4 out of 10. Realistically, that was like a 4 out of 10 box. That was like a 4 out of 10 box. These are like the playable commons and uncommons. Nothing crazy. It's like a 4 out of 10 set. 2 Earthen Vessels in the end. Alright, I'm gonna do something I never properly do. I'm gonna watch this video. Alright. Oh, where's the chat? Chat fell off. Okay, here we go. Alright, so which is the vid I should be watching here? This one?
Happy Paradox Rift release day. This is the final main series Pokemon set that is going to be releasing in 2023. We have had a billion releases so far.
I'm gonna
this year.
watch this.
Just over 1 billion. It's been madness. I hope they slow it down next year. It's too much. That we talked about that in a different video. We're not going to talk about that in this video. We're going to talk about pull rates and how Pokemon nerfed pull rates on us. It's very, very interesting. Before we get into that, a couple days ago I recorded my master set video for Paradox Rift. So right here is the completed master set of Paradox Rift, and this is yours. One of you gets to win one of this, or one of you gets to win this. This is going to one lucky subscriber. That giveaway is live right now. So if you haven't entered yet, go back, watch the video I posted 2 days ago where I talk about the Paradox Rift Master Set. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and then leave a like and a comment on that video. Don't do that until after this video is over. This video is going to be chocked full of really important information as you move forward with your collecting budget involving Paradox Rift, what you all want to look to buy. So a couple days ago, go back to that video. I will also post a link in the description to make it a little bit easier to find.
Now I'm going to play it at 1 speed.
Go back, leave a like and a comment on that video. Boom, you are entered. We are going to announce the winner next week, Friday. So you have 6 days basically to get your entry in, to get entered to win the Fanny Master Set of Paradox Rift. Paradox Rift, beautiful set, officially came out today. Prices are already all over the place, and we'll talk about that next week. But every release day of a new set, I like to go over pull rate data for that new set. And for the most part, it's been very consistent throughout the Scarlet and Violet block. Every generation, usually pull rates stay very consistent as far as rarities go. So for like the Sword and Shield generation, for example, we had pull rates that stayed consistent basically from the beginning to the end. Obviously with Brilliant Stars, we got introduced to the Trainer Gallery, and then with Astral Radiance, we got introduced to Radiant cards. That helped the pull rates quite a bit, but you still got the same amount of full arts, the same amount of regular arts, the same amount of rainbow rares and secret rares pretty much per set all the way through from Sword and Shield base all the way up until Silver Tempest. It was very consistent throughout the entirety of Sword and Shield, and then got better as we added additional rarities in there. And Scarlet and Violet started out really, really strong. We started out getting easier pull rates on pretty much everything. Your secret rares, your big hitters like the special illustration rares, you were getting basically 2 per box, or you would get 1 secret rare or 1 special illustration rare and 1 hyper rare per box. And that continued all the way up to Obsidian Flames. And then we had the release of 151. 151 pull rates went a little bit backwards, much more comparable to like Scarlet and Violet, Paldea Evolve, sets like that. It wasn't as good as what we saw from like Crown Zenith, for example. But for this set, Paradox Rift, we got nerfed pull rates. I mean, something has changed, and this is the first time in the middle of a generation that pull rates have changed. And we're going to go over things right now. So I've got all the data compiled. This is 66 booster boxes worth of data. So what I did is I calculated 66 booster boxes, how many packs it takes basically to pull each Pokemon card individually. Now, before we jump into things, I do want to say that my assumption and my thought process is that, first of all, 66 booster boxes is not a good amount of packs that you can get accurate pull rate data. You need like 100,000 plus packs in order to get pull rate data compiled for individual cards.
Wasn't I saying that? Shouldn't the video just end there? This is just, it's data, but like it's not meaningful. Isn't that what I said before? Rock Sandy, thank you for 3 months of Senpai. Literally a rock. Isn't that what I was saying? The sample size is too small. You would need to open up like every single pack. I'm not beefing with anybody. I don't care. I'm just saying words. I want to understand this. He just said for individual cards. What does that mean? Am I dumb?
I do think 66 in order is that first of all, 66 booster boxes is not a good amount of packs that you can get accurate pull rate data. You need like 100,000 plus packs in order to get pull rate data compiled for individual cards. I do think 66 booster boxes, 2,000 packs, 1,500 packs, somewhere around there is a good indicator of what pull rates look like based off of rarity. Now, we've seen Pokemon cards get made in the past. We know they're cut on sheets. They're printed a certain amount. So I believe that Pokemon prints each rarity a certain amount of times. So each Froslass EX gets printed X amount of times. It'll be the same as the amount of Armor OGXs, the same as the amount of Garchomp EXs based off of that rarity. So I believe there is an equal amount of each cards that are in existence based off of rarity. So you're going to see more double rares printed. You're going to see a little bit less of the ultra rares printed. But I do believe that each individual card gets printed the same amount of time based off of its rarity. So I do think that this is important data to kind of analyze based off of rarity, but I don't think it's good pull rate data to try and make a basis or a claim based off of individual cards. I think that...
What? Again, that's what I've been saying. Haven't we been saying that this whole time? They make the same amount of everything. So what's... Hang on. Okay. So if you click on this video, you think I'm beefing with Danny or I'm saying his video is dumb. I'm saying... Okay. So like when you make a video like this and you know that the data in it isn't... You can't like formulate a hypothesis or a meaningful conclusion from like you can't get a meaningful conclusion out of the data, right? And you preface the video by saying that the data isn't representative of how you think the data should look, which is what he basically said. He said, I think they print the same amount of EX Iron Valiance as they do Cofagrigus EX because they're both the same rarity type. But the data on my screen suggests otherwise, but I'm aware of that. So I'm just saying that as I show you this. The point of the video is just to show you that if you opened up 66 booster boxes, this is what it looks like. But if somebody else opened up 66 booster boxes, it's going to look different. And we're aware of that because ultimately there's the same amount of each rarity type printed. So the video just exists to say, hey, this is a thing. This is what it looked like. The video should really be called what 66 booster boxes of pulls looks like. What I found out of 66 booster boxes is what the video should be called. It's called nerfed pull rates. Pokemon made huge changes. But what? He's saying you can tell the rarity pull rates with the sample, but not specific card. He's talking about box pull rates, like how many or what kind of hits you get from one box. Okay, then that's fine. That's different. What? Am I dumb? I must be stupid. I've got to be some kind of stupid idiot. I must just not get it. He's trying to say that you will on average get higher tier hits, thus nerfing pull rates overall. We should just watch the full video, but which we'll do. But right now I'm not getting it.
That this will give you a start to something like that, but you're going to need well over 100,000 packs because the sample size needs to be astronomical when you consider the amount of packs that are constantly being produced.
Like, how did we get to this conclusion that the pull rates are nerfed when we know... okay. So we know that there's equal amounts printed, but whether you find them or not is the issue here.
And opened really on a daily basis. So I just wanted to throw that caveat out there because I do think that's important. But what is going to be even more important is the...
But so is he saying that they printed less of certain rarities, even though they've printed equal of like Mela ultra rares and Larry ultra rares? Have they printed less? Is that what's being said here?
Results that we're going to look at the bottom, and then I did copy over Paldea Evolve's pull rate data, so that way we could kind of compare the two, because I compared this set originally to like what we saw from Paldea Evolved with the amount of rarity, with the amount of individual cards in each rarity. So I kind of compared it to that. It was a little bit more difficult to master this set. It took about 1,500 packs, which is more than it took for basically any set outside of Paldea Evolved. Obsidian Flames, for example, took only about 250, 300 packs. Obsidian Flames, minuscule compared to this set. So it is very interesting to see how much pull rate...
But wasn't that because Obsidian Flames was a smaller set?
have been nerfed, and we're going to talk about compared to this set. So it is very interesting to see how much pull rates have been nerfed, and we're going to talk about that, like I said, in just a few minutes here. But let's go over each card individually.
Like, what if we did this?
Here, we've got the double.
Okay, so what if we did this? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 84 different art rares, secret rares, whatever, like anything that's like cool. 84. Oh wait, that's not even including EX cards. But let's just look at this number. Should we include the EX cards? Okay, plus, let's just include them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, hang on. No, it doesn't tell you. 1. We'll do this again. We're going to count all the X's. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. 104. EX or higher cards in Paradox Rift. Obsidian Flames has got 33 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, I'm gonna exclude. I skipped over Victini. I'm gonna exclude the EX cards because they skew the data. Because there's 18 EX cards and Terra EX cards in Obsidian Flames, and then there's 20 in Paradox Rift. That skews the data. But there's 84 secrets in Rift, and there's 33 secrets in Flames. So you just really quickly go 33 divided by 84. Is that the number I'm looking at? 84 divided by 33? Yeah, that's the one I want, 84. Oh, no, actually, you go 84 divided by 33. And he was saying it took 250 packs to master set Obsidian Flames. So when you ratio it, like, and you scale it that way, he's kind of spitting. It took him like 1,500 to master set Rift, but only 250 to master set Obsidian Flames. He probably should have done this number and it would have made more sense. Because 250 compared to 1,500 is too great of a difference. But the issue there is that there's fewer cards to complete the set in Rift that skews the data. So you're looking at something like 700. If Rift was as big as, if Obsidian Flames was as big as Rift, then based on the hit rates from Flames, it would roughly take 600 to 700 packs to master it. Compared to Rift, which took 1,500. Okay, so there's something there. You know, do you see what I'm saying? Just that the data that he used, the example he used wasn't right. I just had to go and see that for myself. Carry on, Danny.
rares listed first on the left-hand side there. There's not really any standouts. We've talked about batching issues before. I didn't really get that vibe with Paradox Rift. There's no double bangers in this set. I know there were a couple comments that say, oh, I saw a double banger pulled. I saw a double banger open from this set. I have not witnessed anything. So if you have, awesome. I think that those are more outliers because I opened up 66 booster boxes and didn't get a single double banger. So if they do exist, they are very, very few and far between, and I would assume that's more of an error or more of a mistake than the actual reality, because I don't think you're going to get a double banger if you go to the store and you buy booster packs of Paradox Rift. It just seems like double bangers got taken care of altogether, and that's interesting because that kind of points more towards seeding when it comes to compiling these booster boxes together, these booster packs together. It's all very interesting as we move forward in the Scarlet and Violet generation, but nothing that really stands out. The lowest EX that we pulled, the lowest regular art EX, was Hoopa, which isn't an ultra competitive card by any means, so it's more of just a bulk EX, and that was the one that we pulled the least of, where the one that we pulled the most of was Iron Valiant EX, which does have some potential in the competitive field, not the most competitive card, but does have some potential, and that's the one that we pulled the most of. So nothing that's really weird as far as batching goes or competitive cards. I guess we did only pull 11 Serena, so that's slightly less than that 12 Hoopa number, but everything else for the most part we pulled anywhere between 18 and 22 copies of each double rare. Outside of that, Iron Valiant, which we pulled 30 of, Mousehold we pulled 19, Bombardier we pulled 17. You can kind of go over these, but for the most part everything is going to be a pull rate of roughly 1 out of every 100, 125, maybe 150 packs. If we look at the full art ultra rares, pretty much the same thing. Nothing that really stands out as far as outliers go. When it comes to just the Pokemon, now I do believe full art trainer cards have the same pull rates as Pokemon. They named them as the same rarity as ultra rares for a reason. I think those are printed the same amount, but nothing that really stands out. We pulled 8 Frostlass. There's a lot of those full art Terra cards in here. I think there's 5 in this set. The Frostlass EX we pulled 8 of. The Armoroge we pulled 6 of. Garchomp we pulled 3 of, so that was a little bit lower. Serena we pulled 4. Golisopod we pulled 8. The Tapu Koko we pulled 3. Iron Hands, probably one of the more competitive cards in the set, we pulled 7 of. Cofagrigus we pulled 5 of. Iron Valiant we pulled 4 of. Hoopa EX, now we didn't pull many when it came to the regular arts, but we pulled quite a few when it came to the full arts. That was our second most full art card that we pulled, and our first most full art Pokemon that we pulled. 10 of those, so that's one of those full art Terra cards right there. Same thing with Toxtricity, another full art Terra card right there. We pulled 6 of those. The Sandy Shocks EX we pulled 6 of. Roaring Moon we pulled 5 of. I'm not going to go through all of these. I shouldn't go through all of these. You guys can look at the data yourself. We pulled 3 of the Golden Gold. Let me get my face out of the way. Mousehold we pulled 6 of. Bombardier we pulled
I'm not going to go
of.
through them all. Continues to go through them
the
all.
full art supporters at the bottom here. Again, nothing that really stands out except for the Sada. We only pulled 2 of the Sada, and we only pulled 2 of the Norman. Now, Norman doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Sada makes a little bit more sense. It is a little bit more playable than a lot of the other cards, but Norman is basically one of those full art trainers that's probably going to be fairly inexpensive in price. We only pulled 2 of those, but we did pull 12 of the Larry, so that was the only one that we pulled double digits. Chantel we pulled 9 of, so that was close to that, but again, Turo and Norman, we only pulled 2 each of those. If we look at the illustration rares on the other side over here, for the most part, nothing that really stands out, but there were a couple that took us a very long time to pull. We got to a point where we had almost hit that 1,500 pack total, and we were missing 2 cards, and both of those were illustration rares. Now, Pokemon has nerfed the pull rates on illustration rares a little bit, but not as much as what you'll see from the special illustration rare. You're not guaranteed to get 3 illustration rares per booster box anymore like we've seen with past sets, but I don't want to point to batching or anything like that. Obviously, it was a little weird that we went 1,500 packs without pulling a Wimpod and without pulling a Garbodor when you're getting between 2 and 3 illustration rares per booster box. So you're going 40 booster boxes in basically before you even pull those 2 cards, which is pretty insane. But we did pull 6 Crustle, we pulled 3 Dottler. As far as outliers go, we did pull 7 Mantike, we pulled 7 Espathra, we pulled 7 Minior, we pulled 8 Evital, 9 Slitherwing. The one that we pulled the most was the Aegislash over here, which we pulled 13 of. But again, only 1 Garbodor and only 1 Wimpod, which is a little weird. Now, we did open up 500 packs on Tuesday's stream, and we pulled a couple of Wimpods in there, and we pulled 1 Garbodor in there as well. So that sample size was not included in this. That was obviously a couple of cases. So we pulled much. I mean, a lot of it comes down to luck as well. So I don't want to point to any batching. Like I said, this is the first set where I didn't really feel like batching was a big thing. There was.
I don't think how can it come down to luck? it's variance. Yeah, there's too much variance. It's not luck, it's variance. I honestly feel like people watch this video and then they go, this is the truth. And then they come into streams like they did today and are like, the pull rates are nerfed. This is just numbers on a screen. I'm not, and like I say that and people are like, you're dissing him. No, this is what Danny does. He does this to give information. And then he puts it on the screen and then talks about it. It's then up to everybody else to come to a conclusion or like infer something from that data. And I feel like inferring that nerf rates are pulled, pull rates are nerfed. Sorry, the dyslexia. Inferring that pull rates are nerfed is a bad. It's just like a poor. It doesn't make any sense. How have you inferred that from this data when it's so random? It's all so random.
Wasn't a single booster box that I opened up that had duplicates or multiples of the ultra rares. In a lot of packs in the set, there were times where I got 2 or even a couple boxes where I got 3 of the same regular art in a booster box. We didn't have anything like that this time, which was much different. If we look at the special illustration rares, everything we pulled double copies of. The Golden Go we pulled 2 of. The Parasol Lady we pulled 2 of, and the Turo we pulled 2 of. The Turo was the last one that we needed. I mean, it took us like 1,400 packs to pull the Turo. We opened up quite a few before our stream, and then even in our 500 pack stream on Tuesday, our break, we didn't pull any Turo there either. So that was a little bit weird, but everything else we pulled multiple copies of. The Garchomp EX was the one that we pulled the most. We had 7 of those. Iron Valiant we had 5 of. Rika we pulled 4 of, and you can kind of go through those as you see fit, but the numbers are much lower than you would expect out of a 66 booster box sample size. So we'll go over that in a second here. If we look at the hyper rares real quick, we pulled at least 2 copies of every single one, and most of them we pulled at least 3 copies of. Roaring Moon was the only one that we pulled double copies of. We had 5 Garchomps, 7 of the Gold Iron Valiant, 2 of the Roaring Moon, 6 of the Gold Beach Quartz, 4 of the Counter Catchers, 6 Gold Luxurious Capes, and then 3 Gold Reversal Energy. So if we break this down, we opened up 2,376 packs. Again, a good sample size in my opinion as far as rarity pull rates go. Not a good sample size for individual cards, but that's 66 booster boxes. Your average hit per booster box is 11.85. So if we compare that to Paldea Evolved, average hits.
What? Is that? Hang on, wait. Okay. We're jumping to conclusions, but is this the basis of nerf rates are pulled? A difference of 0.42? Did I say nerf rates are pulled again? 2 seconds later, that it's not that different?
Per booster box in Paldea Evolved was 12.27. So very close. You're averaging basically about half of a card less in Paradox Rift than
play on
what you did in Paldea Evolved. So you're still getting a good amount of hits per booster box. You're going to get anywhere between 11 to 13. Every once in a while you might get 10, every once in a while you might get 14, but for the most part it's going to fall in that 11 to 13 category right there. Now if we break down the actual rarities, the difference here is basically made up by the amount of double rares that you're going to be getting. Those regular art EXs is basically 1 out of every 7 booster packs. So your regular art EXs, you get 5.41 per booster box. When you compare that to Paldea Evolved, if you look right here, 4.86. So you're getting about 0.6 more when it comes to regular art EXs in Paradox Rift than what you had in Paldea Evolved. Paradox Rift, and I noticed this as I was opening up, and you probably have noticed this as well, you're going to be getting anywhere between 5 and 6 regular art EXs. With the majority of time, it's going to be like, whoa, I got 6 regular art EXs in this box. That didn't happen with a lot of these other sets. Scarlet and Violet, Paldea Evolved, even Obsidian Flames, you would get 4, maybe 5 in a booster box. Here, you're almost up an entire half of a card right there, looking at 5 or 6 regular arts in a booster box, which is 1 out of every 7 booster packs, as opposed to Paldea Evolved, which was 4.86 out of every booster box.
Okay, so I get it. When you this is interesting, right? That it's broken down this way, nice. But again, What if? How do you know that? How do you know that the Paldea evolved samples weren't just like insanely spiked versus this sample, which may have been like significantly reduced? I don't want to say nerfed. The samples just could be different. The variance between the two is like a third. It's like 30%. The biggest one is a special illustration rares, which is like nearly double. It's like just barely. No, it's not even. It's like 60, 70%. But if the point is that the special illustrations and the hyper rares have become harder to pull, how do you know that the Paldea samples just wasn't spiked?
Ultra rares, those full arts, really not a change at all. 2.37 is what we got in Paldea Evolved. In this set, you're looking at 2.38. So basically the same thing. 1 out of every 15 packs. Some booster boxes, you'll get 2 full art Pokemon and 1 full art trainer. You might get 3 full art Pokemon. You might get 1 full art Pokemon and 2 full art trainers, or you just might get 1 full art Pokemon and 1 full art trainer. But it's 2.38 per booster box. If we look at illustration rares, this is where you start losing a little bit. When I opened up Paldea Evolved, we had a fairly large sample size, and every single box had 3 illustration rares. It wasn't until Obsidian Flames that illustration rares started going down a little bit. Now, there was a lot less illustration rares in Obsidian Flames, so I kind of chalked it up to just the fact that availability and quantity wasn't there. For the most part, I would say 75-80% of the boxes that we opened up in Obsidian Flames did have 3 illustration rares. However, with Paradox Rift, many boxes did not have 3 illustration rares, and a lot of it kind of broke down to how many gold or special illustration rares you got. You can kind of look over that data in yesterday's video where I showcased 20 booster boxes worth of hits, and you can kind of line up how different it is in Paradox Rift than what we've seen in the past. So you're only getting about 2.79 illustration rares per booster box. So you should get 3, but don't be surprised if you only get 2. You're looking at about 1 out of every 13 packs for illustration rares, and there's quite a few of them in this set. That's why it'll be very interesting to watch pricing over the next week or so. I already noticed that Groudon starting to go up a little bit in price earlier today. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that moving forward. When it comes to special illustration rares, this is where it gets bad. You went from getting 1.31 per booster box in Paldea Evolved to all of a sudden in this set, you're only getting 0.77. And this is the big difference right here. This is where that extra double rares that you're getting is made up. And this makes mastering a set much more difficult. And it could impact the pricing scheme on a lot of these special illustrations because all of a sudden you're looking at
the thing that kills me with this video is that nobody is making a counterpoint. Like that no one is like, I'm saying like, nah, I disagree, but I'm not actually going and like opening up 66 booster boxes myself to like disprove it. So like this just wins. Like you can't counterpoint it without going and mimicking what he's done. But I'm not going to do that. I would say he's just analyzing the data, nothing less, but the title of the video says nerfed pull rates. Pokemon made huge changes. I wouldn't say that's a huge change. .54. What was it? It's a change. It's not a huge change. It's different. It's different, but that doesn't click.
A pull rate, if you pull perfectly, you're going to have to open up 700 packs to pull all special illustration rares. So each individual special illustration rare is going to take roughly 700 packs in order to get special illustration rares 0.77 as opposed to 1.31. So that's almost a 60% drop basically in how many special illustration rares you're getting per booster box. That's a huge difference when you're opening up booster boxes and you're expecting to get, if you add these two numbers together, 1.31 and 0.73, you're expecting to get 2 of those big secret rares per booster box. and now all of a sudden you're expecting to get basically one, maybe two, but for the just one for the most part. I mean, you're either going to get a special illustration rare or a hyper rare or a gold card, but rarely will you get one of each, or rarely will you get two special illustration rares. We did have one box that had, or a couple boxes that had two special illustration rares. We did have a couple boxes that had two gold cards and no special illustration rares, but the majority of our boxes had one or the other, and this is where the big difference is. This is a really, really big deal, losing about 0.6 when it comes to this rarity, the special illustration, or 1 out of every 47 packs, as opposed to, you know, the 1 out of every 20, 25 packs that it was before. Average hyper rares, like I just said, 0.5, so you got to open up 2 booster boxes to get one of those gold cards, as opposed to before, where your average hyper rares was...
I think you got to look at this like this, because you can't get half an SIR. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get half an SIR. You can only get one. You can only get 0, 1, 2, or 3, right? I think it's unrealistic to say you get 3. So you're either getting 1 or 2. 0, 1, or 2. This data suggests that you're generally getting 1. 0.77 is closer to 1 than it is to 0. So you're generally getting 1. 1 in 5 don't. You're going to be really unlucky. 1 in 4. 1 in 4? 1 in 4? 1 in 5. Probably, it's closer to 1. It's like closer to 1 in 4. Wait, yeah. All right, 1 in 4 don't. 1 in 4 don't. Whereas with Paldea, supposedly every box has an SIR in it. Is that a huge change? Is that a nerfed? Is that enough to say it's been nerfed? Is that a huge change? Now you may not get one. 1 in 4 won't. Supposedly won't. Is that a huge change? What I would have liked is if Danny showed the data of how many Paldea evolved boxes he opened, how many didn't have an SIR in it. That's what would have been cool. So 15 booster boxes of his Paradox Rift that he opened didn't have an SIR in it. And half of them didn't have a hyper rare. But how many of them didn't have a hyper rare or an SIR? That's the data I want. I want that data. Danny, give me that data. Give me that data, and then we're talking. You need to actually, if anything, he needs to show more data. Because if your box has a hyper rare but doesn't have an SIR, you're still walking away with something. The hyper rare rate has barely changed between Paldea and Obsidian. It's still basically half. It's not. That's just an outright factually incorrect thing I just said. 1 in 4 is different to 1 in 2. But I'd like to know.
0.73 per booster box. So I don't know why the change happened, but if we're comparing this to Paradox Rift, it's very similar in size. For the most part, there's a couple areas where you get a couple more cards. I think regular arts, ultra rares have a couple more cards in this set than they did in Paradox Rift, or in Paldea Evolved. And in Paldea Evolved, you have a couple more special illustration rares, a couple more illustration rares than what Paradox.
What? He's saying it. He's even saying the words. There it is. There's actually the answer to your what? SIRs. Okay, let's count them. Guys, write this down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 12. 15. 15 SIRs. Okay. Rift has got 1, 2. Glycerpod EX has an SIR? What on earth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's the same. No, it can't be that. So it's the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4. What? No, it's not. There's one different. So there's the hyper rare data is instantly skewed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. hyper rares. And Rift has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's instantly skewed. That data is violated. It's skewed. You need to go back. You got to go here. And multiply that by 0.73. No, that's wrong. Oh, where were we? 7 divided by 9. And then divide 0.73 divided by 0.78. Nope. 0.78 divided by 0.73. Nope. How do we get this right? Hang on. How do we... The math isn't mathing. 7 divided by 9. Or 9 divided by 7. Oh, you gotta bump the hyper rare one up. Yeah, there you go. That's the number. So this should actually be 0.65. Average hyper rares in Paradox Rift should actually be 0.65, not 0.5. If you want to compare the two, yeah, or you got to reduce 0.73 by. There you go. There's the number I'm talking about. That's what I'm looking at, right? So you need to go. You need to take the Paldea evolved hyper rare number and divide it by the proportion difference between the amount of hyper rares in Rift and the amount of hyper rares in Paldea to come to correct the data. Otherwise, to normalize the data. That's what the word we're looking for. Otherwise, it doesn't. You're not comparing. You're comparing apples and oranges. You want to be comparing apples and apples here. That makes more sense. So this should actually be 0.57. Danny, you know this. If you see this in Danny, that should actually be 0.57. Then we're talking, right? All right. Now, where were we on the special illustration rares? Because those are the same. How many are those in Rift? 1, 7, 7, 13, 14, 15. So there's 15 in Rift. Right? Wait, hang on. Yeah? It's 15, right? Yeah? It's 15 each. Okay, that one you can't. That one you can't change. That one you can't change. So that one's fine. I don't know, man.
Rift has, but you are losing basically a full card when it comes to that higher end secret rare, and it's different now because Pokemon rares than what Paradox Rift has, but you are losing basically a full card when it comes to that higher end secret rare, and it's different now because Pokemon calls everything a secret rare, right? Like your illustration rares are secret rares, your full arts are secret rares, your ultra rares are secret rares. The only ones that are not secret rares are your double rares. Everything else is basically considered a secret rare. But if we break it down to just those big time secret rares, your special illustration rares and your hyper rares, you're more likely to pull only 1 per booster box now than what we had before, which was 2. So I don't know exactly why the change happened, but it could play a huge impact moving forward if this is what we can expect.
Is that big of a change?
Scarlet and Violet generation. A lot of people were saying pull rates were too easy. This definitely changes things moving forward. Even though it seems like a slim change, this could impact pricing moving forward. It could impact a lot moving forward. So definitely food for thought. Some information that I really wanted to share with you guys as you make your decisions moving forward with your collecting budget when it comes to what you want to do with Paradox Rift. So lots of cool cards. Don't get me wrong. I love the set, but pull rates are definitely different than what we've experienced throughout the Scarlet and Violet generation so far. And it started here with Paradox Rift. So very interesting information. I hope you like the content. If you do, please hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, share the video, get the information out there. Pull rates definitely nerfed on this one. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to me ramble for 20 minutes.
I just think he should have said pull rates definitely seem a little weaker, but your mileage may vary. The end. And then we've got a different sentiment across the space. But in the end, I still, like I was saying earlier, I was like, it's definitely a thing that exists. It's semi-interesting, but I pay little mind to it. Why don't they make English booster boxes like Japanese where the pull rates are generally the same? Don't know, bro. I don't know,
really
Davey.
Appreciate you guys.
Did we like the box? I gave the box a 5 out of 10. Mail day? Could open up one piece of mail. I can do one. Yeah, I said 4 out of 10. Did I say 4 out of 10? The other box I opened for the video I made, like the video I'm editing, was definitely better. So good thing I opened that box. By the way, yeah, what is up, Swammy? I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. What's been going on, dude? Hey, B-man. Wonder if all my bulk is going to fit. My bulk reverses do not fit. Sad. Sad noise. Where'd my music go? It ended. Am I opening up a mail? It will just be a random package. Oh, it's lunchtime. That's what we like to see, baby. All right, are we mailing? We doing a mail? It could genuinely be an insane piece of mail. Like, it could be crazy. Alright, I can open this. I don't know what's in this. I think I know what it could be. It's probably about time I do open this up. Probably should have saved this for an actual mail day video. But I'll give you one. Alright. For the real ones that are still sticking around today. I really got to get like a proper set of tools to open this stuff. It is, oh. All right, we're back. Yeah, I really gotta get a better system. Oh, it's letting a top later. All right, this could be Pokemon 151 cards. So it could be good or it could just be super mid. Yeah, I need a pocket knife. I need a proper set of like tools for this. I've been needing this for 3 years. All right, what do we got? Oh, we got some of these. These are kind of cool. These are the Japanese ones. Nice. 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 These are cool. There you go. A little bit of cheeky mail. Some 151 cards because I didn't open up any boxes of it. So I just bought them as singles. Blastoise is sick. Ooh. Very cool. Yeah, I'm probably not going to open up my mate order box. Or maybe I will, I don't know. This card's so good. Yeah, of the two, this is definitely my favorite. This is better than the Charizard as well, I think. Nice. This one's mid? Okay. Cold take. Very cold take. Texture on this is quite cool, actually. Yeah, it's just a Venusaur. It's definitely a Venusaur vibe. It takes me back to it reminds me of the box art for green, actually. The flower thing is overdone. Nah, I reckon they can keep doing it. This artist is goated. Yoriyuki Ikigami. Drew the Gardenia as well. You're overdone. See, it's not nice when she's on the other foot, bruh. Alright, that's it for today's stream. I might do another stream before I head out to Brazil, but if I don't, nah, I probably will. I think I'll do one before I go, so I can just be like, hey guys, I'm going out for a bit. I'll see I'm gonna go get milk. Who knows when I'll be back. But yeah, who's coming down today? Hope you enjoy the stream. My unhinged rants. You enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you in a bit. Hector, peace. It's good to see you, Hector. Thanks for coming down, dude. Rem, take care. UH, have a good one. Swammy, good to see you, man. Again, hope you've been keeping well. Joe, peace out. Lady Beaver, hello and goodbye. So I did see you jump in the chat earlier. I forgot to say hello. Lady, thanks for coming down. Good to see you again. Brewer, peace out. Pseudozora, take care. Marty, have a good one. Persuasive Barrier, peace. Dope Dino, peace. Apples, bye. Asteri, goodbye. Alright, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Stay well, stay safe, don't do anything stupid. Jamie, take care. Noms, thanks for coming down, man. Good to have you here. Luke, have a good one, bruh. Robsy, see you in a bit. Take care, Scyther. PP Man, goodbye, PP Man. I love your username. Hector, I don't know. Ann had enough. He's just like, I'm sick of this. I've had enough. Alright, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye, Michael.